Hi Capricorn, welcome to Magpie Moonchild. My name is Kayleigh. Thank you so much for joining me this week. This is your general Tarotscope for this coming week for your sign. As always, the housekeeping is down below, or how the general Tarotscopes work, the decks that I'm using, how to book a personal read if you feel so inclined, if you like my energy and you feel like we would connect really well. Absolutely feel free to book a personal reading with me. How to find me on other social media, and also the subscription button is down there as well if you feel so inclined as to subscribe to the channel. Let's see what we have for you for this week, Capricorn. What do we have? There's 3 cards actually. Normally I pull 1, but these 3 are coming out together. So we have the 5 of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the 9 of Pentacles. So you are really concerned with your material world right now. This could very much be to do with income, finances, to do with your job, to do with your work environment. The fact that you have the 5 of Pentacles would suggest to me that you may be either fearing or in a situation where there is a lack of material resources. This can be money, it can be food, it can be worrying about even the house over your head, the bills that you pay to keep you warm. It's very much everything that sustains you materially, and fearing or being in a situation where there is a complete lack of that. As it says on the card, hardship and isolation. Don't forget that Pentacles is also to do with our physical people around us as much as it is to do with goods and stuff around us. It's also to do with ourselves. So it could well be that you have isolated yourself from people, or you feel alone in the world, or feeling like there's no help out there. When the 5 of Pentacles comes up, it's a reminder that we absolutely do have people and support around us. We just need to speak up and ask for them, for them to help us. There's a stubbornness attached to this. There is I will be okay, the defiance. You don't want to look weak. You don't want to look powerless. You don't want to look vulnerable. But if your resources, if your income is not what it needs to be this month, then there needs to be something that you do about this. Whether this is restricting the budget, but to be honest, this coming after the 4 where that would apply, kind of feels like even restricting the budget hasn't worked. Cutting things out that are unnecessary has not worked. We are now down to the bare bones, and it's not meeting up to what we need. We either can't find someone to help us with, it could be babysitting, we don't have enough food, we don't our electric, we don't have enough money to go and put electric on the electric key, if that's even a thing anymore. But it's about having a lack of resources in order to sustain ourselves in our physical way of life. Even feeling lonely. This is the sign of Mercury. So you need to communicate with other people that you are not okay, that you are struggling with whatever aspect this is. You have the Knight of Pentacles. And often this does remind me of Capricorn, because it's a stubborn person that works their butt off. They really do take pride in their work. Detailed and committed is what it says, and that's exactly what Capricorns are. It's also, to me, the Taurus card because of that stubbornness, that ploughing on and working hard. The thing with the Knight is that sometimes the Knight, because it's not the Queen or the King, there's almost a naivety or a immaturity. And I'm not saying that you're being immature by not asking for help, but it would be the very sensible, mature in a sort of way, emotionally mature way of going, do you know what, actually, yes, I need help. I need to ask for that help. So it's about not being too stubborn, not being defiantly independent, stubbornly independent, recognizing that sometimes the maintenance, the work that we have put into these relationships around us means that we can take something back. You can't give all the time. Sometimes you have to be willing to take back what is being offered to you. This can also be the Apprentice card in the sense of learning a hard lesson that needs to be endured and worked through. that it might take you a little while to pay this back to someone. If you are taking a loan from somebody where they're helping you, you will eventually be able to pay it forward. You will eventually be in an abundant place where you can either return the favor, return what they gave to you, or even to support someone else in that situation, to take your lived experience and be the person that teaches others or guides others through that whole situation. You have the 9 of Pentacles, and this is a reminder that you do have everything within you. It says comfort and prosperity. This is a reminder that when you do get to that place where you are self-sufficient, where you are abundant, you will be able to do exactly what I've said, which is to share that out with others. What takes us from the 9 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles is other people, other things that bring in that fulfillment, that full, lush fulfillment into our lives, into our material lives, our 3D world. So you will absolutely, and this has got September, ironically, Virgo season, September, October time, you will be back in abundance. It's almost like you just need help getting through this month, especially if you're in the UK and you have kids. The summer holidays, August is like the worst month. You have the kids home, they're eating more food out your cupboards, pretty much like lockdown last year. You've got uniforms to buy, you've got to entertain them, whether that's extra electricity because they're playing games, or you buying new activities in for them to do, or taking them on days out, whatever it is. August is a really expensive time of year for British parents, especially because they're even in Scotland, where they go back to school in August, you still have to tie up all those things. You've got half the month where they're home, and then you're having to put them in uniform and shoes. It's just chaos. Also, a lot of people take their holidays in August, and again, it reduces our income. Sometimes we can budget the most that we know how to, and it may be that you haven't been on holiday. Maybe just getting the school uniform and feeding the kids has literally left you rock bottom. Maybe you have struggled, you've had reduced hours at work, reduced pay for whatever reason, and think the money and the food just isn't stretching the rest of the month. You just need to ask. You will absolutely be in abundance again. You will be prosperous again. You will be materially in comfort again. But right now, you need to stop being stubborn and ask for that help that you require. It may be that you need to work with someone else. If you're self-employed, it could well be that, sometimes we need someone to guide us, or we need to work with someone else in order to reach that achievement. So maybe it's worth collaborating with someone and saying an energy exchange in a different way. Saying, well, I'll tell you what, you cook a meal and I'll come and paint your lounge. You've got meal, there's an energy exchange there. It doesn't have to be financial for it to be a valid energy exchange. I hope that is of some use to you, Capricorn. Hopefully I will see you again next week. Bye for now.